Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Shri Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Jai Gaura Premanandi Hari Bol.
Hare Prabhuji, the speaker mic, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, blue mic, Rama, Hare Hare. It's turned off. Hare Krishna, Hare, it's turned off. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday program today. Our first official Sunday program in the month of Kartik. So we're so excited to have all of you join us today for a Sunday program, and even more excited to have His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu and Her Grace Devi Sakhi Mataji joining us here today. Let's loudly chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra very loudly to welcome them here to our temple at ISKCON of Round Rock. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We've been very fortunate. We'll give a proper introduction to Prabhu at the end of the class, but we've been so fortunate here at ISKCON of Round Rock that Arjuna Sakha Prabhu has been gracing us with his presence for almost 10 years now? 8 years?
8 years.
8 years? Almost 10. 8 years. And, Prabhu, we feel like we have seen Prabhu grow, and I think Prabhu has also gotten to see our community grow, see children who are all in elementary school who are now in college, and just kind of getting to see this community grow. And we're so grateful that despite of an extremely busy schedule, that Prabhu has made time to come with us. Yesterday he was here giving us a seminar on Srimad Bhagavatamrita, and today Prabhu is here speaking about Krishna's pastime with his friends in the mood of Sakhya Rasa. So we're very excited to hear from Arjuna Sakha Prabhu again. Please give a round of applause and welcome Arjuna Sakha Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for very kindly being here for this Sunday feast at ISKCON of Round Rock at the very holy lotus feet of Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari. Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari ki. I always see photos of your temple's beautiful decoration, even though I am here only once a year, but I see the decorations, and believe me or not, it is amazing. They look even better when they are in person, but even when it's virtual, the decoration and the deities look simply stunning. So to all the devotees who spend their time in dressing the Lord and worshipping the Lord, a heartfelt gratitude, a heartfelt thank you to all of you. Before we begin, let us chant the Mangalacharan prayers, seek auspiciousness from our spiritual superiors like Srila Prabhupada, and then get started in our today's discussion. If you have these Mangalacharan prayers memorized, kindly chant along and help me. And even if you don't have it memorized, the power of Vedic mantras are such that even if you just listen to them audibly, they have a very strong impact in the consciousness. So kindly chant along if you have them memorized. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगे राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुस्तुते देवी मामी हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनेति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाधी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर सादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः हरे कृष्ण. Thank you very much for once again being here. As Mataji mentioned, this is the holy month of Kartik, the most auspicious month. In our Gaudiya calendar, we see there are 2 months that are celebrated and very, very glorious. One is, of course, Kartik that we are celebrating, which is very dear to Srimati Radharani. And the second is Purushottam Mas, which comes once in about 2.5 years, which is very dear to Krishna. This month is called Kartik for different reasons, but also primarily this month is called as, in the Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu it explains it, it is called as Urja Vrat. Urja means strength. And in this Vrat we take different Vrats. Whether it is staying away from sweet, staying away from fried, or staying away from whatever, or chanting more rounds. Different devotees take different Vrats. And to complete that Vrat, everyone, you and I, require strength. And that strength comes from Srimati Radharani. Why? Because Radharani has a name, please repeat, Urjeshwari. Srimati Radharani is called Urjeshwari because she is the source of all strength. And it's very interesting. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Balam balavatam chaham kama raga vivarjitam dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. Krishna tells Arjuna, if anyone has any strength, it is coming from me. And then he looks at Radharani. And her name is Urjeshwari. So if anyone gets any strength, it is coming from Krishna. But that Krishna, who's all strong, derives his strength from Urjeshwari Srimati Radharani. So if anyone wants to be successful in their vrat, fulfilling the 30-day Kartik vrat, they need Urja. And the personality to be worshipped is Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani ki. We see in the land of Sri Vrindavan Dham, the love that the Brajavasis have for Krishna is unimaginable. It is vast like an ocean and deep like an ocean. It's very difficult to measure the length and breadth of an ocean. Very, very difficult. Once you can see the start of the ocean, but you don't know where it ends and how deep it is. Our acharyas explain the love that the Vrajavasis have in whatever rasa they are in. Whether it is Sakhya ras, Vatsalya ras or Madhurya ras, it is like a deep ocean where we can see probably the start, but we don't know the limit as to how deep it goes and how far it goes. And one such rasa that the devotees experience with the Lord, or one such mellow that the devotees experience with the Lord, is friendship. In this world also we see we all have friends. When we are small, we are looking out for friends. When we grow up, we are looking out for friends. When maybe we get old, still we need friends, because yes, we have family members, but friends add a different flavor. Friends add Diwali is next week, but friends add a different flavor. And in Krishna's life also it is the same. He loves his friends very much. Yes, Nanda and Yashoda are there. Yes, Srimati Radharani is there. But the love that the friends offer is unparalleled. Very, very sweet. It's kind of funny that after I came to the US and I did my master's, and then when I went to Seattle, when I went to Seattle in about 2019, I didn't find youth of my age when I went there. I wouldn't reveal how old I was, but whatever age I was, I didn't find youth of my age. And interestingly, it so happened that my friends were either 10 years younger to me, or they were 20 years older to me. And that parampara still continues. My friends in Seattle are either 45, 48, 50, or they are 12, 13, 14. So it's either this end, or it's that end. And of course, both ends teach you a lot. When you have friends who are twice your age, you get a lot of transcendental realization by their association. And of course, when you're there with those who are young, it's a different flavor. But the fact of the matter is, we all, whether we are in bhakti or not, is secondary. We all look for friends. He is no exception. Krishna is no exception. Krishna loves his friends. In English, we have only this one word, friend. We have only one word, friend. In Sanskrit, based on the relationship, the words change. If it's a normal friend, he's called Mitra. What is he called? Mitra. Like if you have seen that Mahabharata that came in the TV, in that Duryodhan calls Karna as Mitra Karna. Mitra Karna, he always addresses Mitra Karna. Why? Mitra means a friend. Then goes one step higher. After Mitra comes a Sakha. Sakha means Sakhadati iti Sakha. That personality with whom you can sit down and eat is Sakha. So, if you are in ISKCON, everyone is your Sakha, because on Sunday feast you sit down with everyone. Whether you know the person or not, you sit down, you have, and somehow devotees have this knack. Even if the person has come for the first time, you strike a chord. You strike a conversation as if it's like long lost friends. So generally, maybe not ISKCON context, but generally, you don't sit down with a random stranger to eat. But Sakha, Sakhadati iti Sakha. That personality with whom you can sit down and eat is Sakha. Then comes a third. It's called as Bandhu. What is it called? Bandhu means that friend which is superior to a Mitra, superior to a Sakha. He is that kind of friend where you feel he is almost like my family member. It's only biologically he's not connected, but I almost feel he's like family. Happens? We have kind of people where you feel, I have some connection with this person. May not be biologically, but it just clicks when you meet that person. That's a Bandhu. And then you have the fourth called as Surit. What is it called? Surit. In the Gita, Krishna says, Suridam sarva bhutanam nyatva mam shantim ruchhati. He tells Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, I am a Surit. What does a Surit mean? Surit is that personality who is a well-wisher. Yes, he is that personality who doesn't leave your back when everyone turns away. In English, they say, friend in need is a friend indeed. That's a Surat. When everyone leaves you, that one person who stands with you, irrespective of whether anything you can offer to him or not, is a Surat. And Krishna says, my dear Arjuna, I am that Surat. Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. Not just for you, but for everyone. So in Sanskrit, you have Mitra, Sakha, Bandhu, Surid. And in English, friend. Only one word. But Sanskrit, based on the relationship, the words changed. This is why Sanskrit is called as Devavani. It is called the language of God. So we find that in the land of Sri Vrindavan Dham, this land of Vrindavan is also called as Vraja. Like when people go for yatra, it's called Vrajmandal Yatra. The word Vraja means to move. So why is it called Vraja? Because it is that place where traditionally people are always moving. Govardhan Parikrama, Radha Kund Parikrama, Sham Kund Parikrama. They're always on the go, always moving. So that place where people are always moving is called Vraja. And those who stay there are called as Brajvasi. But that is the external. Iha Bahya. It is the external. The real meaning of a Brajvasi is, Braja means to move. That personality who can adjust his life based on the moving plans of the Almighty. We have our plans, he has his plans. And many times our plan and his plan don't go well together. And then it causes frustration and anxiety. Man proposes, God disposes. But a Brajvasi is he who can align his heart with the changing, dynamic changing plans of Krishna is a Brajvasi. Which means it is hope-giving that someone can be geographically not in Vrindavan, but can be in Austin, Texas. But if the heart is dynamically moving to the desires of Krishna, he's a Brajvasi. Because in the truest sense, that's what a Brajvasi does. They are ready to serve Krishna by changing or adjusting their own plan. In the Mahabharata, we find when Krishna is speaking to Arjuna, in Krishna's chariot, in the flag, Hanumanji is there, right? In the flag, Hanumanji is there. And Arjuna was in a predicament where he didn't want to fight. And Krishna had to speak the Bhagavad Gita to him. And it went on for about 700 verses, till the time Arjuna got convinced in order to fight. Now it's very interesting that the Hanuman who was sitting on the flag, he didn't tell Krishna, my dear Krishna, in Ram Lila, I didn't make you speak all this. I directly started fighting. But for Arjuna, you have to spend so much time in speaking the Bhagavad Gita. My dear Lord, let Arjuna sit to the side. I will fight. Hanuman didn't say that. Hanuman said, my dear Lord, if in the previous age you wanted me to fight, I will fight. But if in this age you want me to be just on the flag, not being active, my dear Lord, I will do that. Because for me, your desires are superior to my desires. This is seva. This is service. Seva or service means when our desires are one with the Lord's desires. Hanuman's desires were one with the Lord's desires. The desires of the Brajvasis are one with the Lord's desires. When our desires become independent of the Lord's desires, it is no longer seva, it is no longer service, it is selfishness. Because devotee means they try to align their desires with his desires. So the land of Vraja means it's the land to move. And in Vrindavan we find Krishna is supremely attractive. Very, very beautiful. Sarvam akarshayati iti Shri Krishna. Krishna is that personality who attracts everyone. The Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is explained, Purusha yoshita kiba sthavara jangam sarva chitta karshaka sakshat manmata madan. Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says, who is Krishna? Purusha. Purusha means male. Yoshita, female. Sthavara and jangam, moving and non-moving. Purusha yoshita kiba sthavara jangam sarva chittakarshaka sakshat manmata madan. Krishna is that personality who attracts the male, he attracts the female, he attracts the moving, he attracts the non-moving, and then he attracts Madan, that is Cupid. Cupid has a name called as Madan. When Cupid came to Vrindavan, Cupid has a track record of attracting two people. When he shoots one of the 5 arrows, whether it's touch, smell, vision, etc., people come in contact. And now he got to know about Krishna of Vrindavan. So he decided to go to Vrindavan in order to shoot the arrow at Krishna. It's a very difficult task. He went to Krishna and he decided to shoot the arrow, and Krishna was sitting on the branch of a tree. And the moment he was about to shoot the arrow, Krishna just charismatically looked behind. Krishna Kripa Kataksha. Krishna looked back. And the moment Krishna looked back, Krishna's glance was like an arrow at the heart of Cupid. And that Cupid who came with a desire to shoot, looking at the form of Krishna, he just fell down to the ground. Krishna didn't pick up any weapons, just his glance. His glance attracted Cupid, who attracted the whole world. And then Krishna got the name Madan Mohan. But that Krishna, who attracts the whole world, who attracts all of us, that Krishna gets attracted by Srimati Radharani. And then Radharani gets a name, Madan Mohan Mohini Srimati Radharani ki. So Radharani attracts that Krishna who attracts Cupid, who attracts all of us. That is Srimati Radharani. And that is her month. So we find that in Vrindavan, Krishna is so attractive and so beautiful. In India, they, in a very funny way, they say, no one is attractive like their Facebook picture, and no one is as ugly as their Aadhaar card. If you have Aadhaar card, you know what I'm talking about. The American kids will not know. If you have had Aadhaar card and you have stayed in India, you know Facebook profile picture and Aadhaar card, very different. So the realities are pretty far. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is beautiful in person, Krishna is beautiful in Bhagavatam, Krishna is beautiful face to face. And what is the Praman? The Praman is Acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, who have practically seen the Supreme Lord with their eyes. One time Srila Prabhupada, when he was in America, one reporter came to Srila Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, why have you come here? Very authoritative. Now when someone is authoritative, Prabhupada gives a reply in the same language. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. If you are soft with Prabhupada, reply with soft. If you are little extra smart, Prabhupada will be on your case. He looked at Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, why have you come here? Prabhupada looked at him and said, why have you come here? So he didn't know what to say. He said, Swamiji, better opportunities. Prabhupada said, same here, better opportunities. Because his godbrothers also tried in India, it didn't work out. Prabhupada said, I also came for better opportunities, but there is a difference. You came to this country to earn money in the mood of a beggar. I didn't come to this country in the mood of a beggar. I came to this country in the mood of a giver. That's the difference. He had never heard an answer like this. He knew journalism. He knew how to record conversations. No one had ever given this kind of an answer. But we see that's primarily what Srila Prabhupada came down to give and came to America to give, this sweetness of Krishna in the land of Vrindavan. In the pastime of the Brahman Patnis, in the 10th canto, when they look at the form of Krishna, they glorify the form of Krishna and they say, Shamam hiranya paridhim vanamalya barha dhatu pravala natavesha anavritam se anyastahastamitarena dhunanam abjam karnot palalaka kapola mukhabjahasam. The Brahman Patnis are glorifying Krishna after the whole episode has done. And what do they say? Oh Krishna, who are you? Shamam, your complexion is bluish black. One time one person came to Srila Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, God is light. Prabhupada said, our God is darkness. Our God is darkness. So he is Shamam. Krishna is bluish black. He is dark in color. Shamam Hiranya. And his cloth is Pitambar, yellow. Paridhim Vanamalya Barha. And Krishna has a nice garland. Vaijayanti Mala. The Vaijayanti Mala is a garland that is made of 5 flowers. My Gurudev was explaining, when these 5 flowers come together, they are Vaijayanti Mala. Mandara, Kunda, Parijata, Kamala, Tulasi. When these 5 specific flowers which are found in Vrindavan, when they come together, they are strung together, that is Vaijayanti Mala. Vaijayanti Mala is not the garland. Jayanti means victory. It is not the garland of victory to illustrate that Krishna has been victorious over the demons. Vaijayanti Mala is that garland to show the world that Krishna has been victorious over the hearts of the Brajvasis. Vaijayanti. Killing demons is secondary. But he has been victorious over the hearts of the Brajavasis. And the Brajavasis have also been victorious over the hearts of Krishna. Both ways. And there the Brahman Patnis, when they're glorifying the form of Krishna, they say, my dear Krishna, you put your hand on the shoulder of your friend. Krishna puts his hand on the shoulder of his friend, and with the right hand he is twirling a lotus. Very descriptive. With his left hand he's putting on the shoulder, just like any friend will do. Like when you're talking, you put your hand. Krishna is no different. He puts his hand, and with his right hand he's twirling a lotus. And if this was attractive, Krishna goes 1 notch higher. Then Krishna smiles. This was already attractive. Now Krishna smiles. My goodness, it is too much for the devotee to take. In the Venu Gita also, Krishna is very restless by nature. Here also it is explained, he is twirling, very, very restless, very multitasking. Devotees are also very multitasking. One hand steering wheel, another hand bead bag. If you are in India, one left hand will be steering wheel, right hand will be bead bag, right hand will be for changing gear also. That is another step ahead. Devotees are also multitasking. So Krishna is like that, very, very multitasking, very frivolous, very restless. One hand is here, another hand is twirling lotus. In the Venu Gita also, Shukadev Goswami in the famous Barhapidam verse, there he says, Barhapidam natavara vapu karanayoho karnikaram bhibrat vasa kanaka kapisham vaijayantim chamalam. At that place he says that Krishna has 2 ears, but he has only 1 karnikara flower. Karanayoho karnikaram. 2 ears, but 1 flower. And Vishwanath Chakravarti there he comments by saying, has Shukadev Goswami made a mistake? Because 2 ears, maybe 2 flowers should be there. And then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, no. Krishna is very restless. Krishna takes a flower from this ear and then keeps it to this ear. And then after a few minutes picks it up from here and then keeps it here. And then again picks it from here and again keeps it here. Why? Because when Krishna is there with his friends and the gopis are remembering Krishna, Krishna picks a flower from here and keeps it here to their direction to symbolize that, my dear gopis, now it's daytime, but very soon it will be night and I will be with you. And at night time, when Krishna is there with the gopis, the friends here are thinking, my dear Krishna, when will it be daytime? And Krishna picks the flower from here and keeps it here to tell the friends, my dear friends, don't worry, very soon it will be daytime. So it's not just moving of the flower, it's a secret code language. Just with 1 flower. So he's very restless by nature. Prabhupada came to San Francisco. And when Prabhupada came to San Francisco, Prabhupada gave a class that whatever we are doing, you should keep Krishna in the center. Make Krishna the part of your life. Prabhupada was giving a class. Next day morning, Prabhupada came, Darshanarti, the temple opened. Govindam Adipurusham. The temple opened, Jagannath is not there on the altar. Baladev and Subhadra are there, Jagannath is not there on the altar. Prabhupada said, where did Jagannath go? And the disciples said, Prabhupada, the devotees wanted to go for a morning beach walk. They thought Jagannath is feeling restless on the altar. They took Jagannath also along with them. Prabhupada said, the mood is good, but the vidhi is not correct. There is a proper way. They thought we have to keep Krishna in the center. altar से जगन्नाथ उठा के morning beach walk पे चले गए. Prabhupada said there is a proper way, and that's how 1967 the Jagannath Rath Yatra started in San Francisco. So look at what all Prabhupada had to deal with apart from the Krishna consciousness. But Krishna as a person is very chanchal, chanchalapati. He's very restless. This is why Vrindavan Das Thakur in Chaitanya Bhagavat, he says, just like the sun is naturally warm, the moon is naturally cold, the ocean is naturally deep, the wind is naturally restless, the sadhus are naturally grave, the earth is naturally tolerant, similarly Krishna is naturally controlled only by love. Vrindavan Das Thakur says. There is nothing else that controls Krishna except love. Rupa Goswami in his Padyavali, he writes, he gives a list of examples. Srila Rupa Goswami says, Vyadasya charanam dhruvasya chavayor vidya gajendrasya ka kubjaya kimunama rupamadhikam kim tat sudham no dhanam vamsha kim vidurasya yadavapater ugrasya ka paurusha bhaktya tushyati kevalam nacha gunair bhaktim priyo madhava. It's very hope-giving that from yesterday I am noticing that every verse that I was quoting, Prabhu was parallel repeating. It's very hope-giving. When you find youth who are studying Shastra and want to imbibe the teachings of the Shastra, it's very, very hope-giving, because generally we see most youth are into Kirtan, but Shastra is the backbone of the Sampradaya. So, thank you very much, Prabhuji. Very, very hope-giving. Thank you. We find Rupa Goswami says, Vyadasya charanam dhruvasya chavayor. If age is the consideration, how did Dhruva get the Supreme Lord? Because he was only 5 years old. Vyadasya charanam dhruvasya chavayor vidya gajendrasya ka. If intelligence is the criteria to get Krishna, how did a four-legged animal called Gajendra get Krishna? Kubjaya kimunam rupam adhikam. If beauty is the criteria to get Krishna, how did a hunchback lady Kubja get Krishna? Kim tat sudhamno dhanam. If money is the criteria to get Krishna, well, how did a pauper like Sudama get Krishna? Vamsha kim vidurasya yadava pater. If family heritage and family line is the criteria to get Krishna, how did Vidura, who is a Dasi Putra, get Krishna? Rupa Goswami says, my dear friends, none of these are the prerequisites to get Krishna. There's only one thing. Bhaktya tushyati kevalam nacha gunair bhaktim priyo madhava. If there is one thing that attracts Krishna, it is bhakti. We said the same thing yesterday also when we were talking about Prahlad Maharaj's prayers and Brihad Bhagavatamrit. Prahlad says the same thing. There's only one thing that he is looking out for. The heart. One person came to Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, what can I give Krishna? Again, very authoritative, which you should not be doing in front of Prabhupada. He went to Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, what can I give Krishna? Prabhupada said, exactly, what can you give Krishna? So he became a little humble and said, Swamiji, what can I give Krishna? Prabhupada said, you can give your heart to Krishna. He is looking for that. That is the only thing Krishna looks out for. And these friends of Krishna have sold their hearts completely to Krishna. Srila Rupa Goswami writes, these friends are of 4 types. In his book, Radha Krishna Ganadesha Dipika, he writes, there are 4 types of Krishna's friends. The first friends are Surit Sakha. What are the first friends? Surit Sakha. Second are Sakha. What are the second? Third, Priya Sakha. Fourth, Priya Narma Sakha. Rupa Goswami says these 4 friends are very dear to Krishna. The Surit Sakha, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Rupa Goswami says the first type of Krishna's friends are the Surit Sakhas. These are those friends who are older to Krishna in age. The second are the Sakhas who are younger to Krishna in age. The third are the Priya Sakhas who are the same age as that of Krishna. And fourth are Priya Narma Sakhas who are so dear to Krishna that they have access to Sakhiras and Madhuriras both. 4 different types. Surit Sakha, Sakha, Priya Sakha and Priya Narma Sakha. When Krishna is in Vrindavan, Krishna plays different games with his friends. And one popular game that Krishna plays that we all would have played when we were small is hide and seek. We all have played hide and seek? It goes by different names based on different parts of India you are in. But essentially it's all hide and seek. And Krishna also plays hide and seek. But Krishna has a problem. What is Krishna's problem? When Krishna goes to hide, one person seeks, one person hides. Krishna, when he goes to hide, Krishna hides behind a bush. But when Krishna hides behind a bush, Krishna is caught very easily. Why? Because Krishna's face is like a black lotus. How is it a black lotus? Satyavrata Muni says, Idam te mukham bhojam atyanta nirle vritam kuntalai snigda raktaischa gopya muhuschumbitam bimba raktadaram me manasya virastam alam lakshalabhe. He says Krishna is a mukhabjam. His face is like a black lotus. Now wherever lotus is there, honeybees will be there. Now Krishna hides behind a bush. Krishna is hiding. But what to do? His face is like a lotus. The honeybees start hovering over his head. And the person who's seeking understands honeybee means Krishna is there. And our poor guy gets caught the first. And Krishna looks at the honeybees and thinks, didn't you get any other flower? You found my face only? And the honeybee said, my dear Lord, of all the lotuses, yours is the sweetest. Krishna says, okay, but you could have gone somewhere else. Why are you spoiling my game? And now these friends say, Krishna, now that you are caught, jo pehla pakda jata hai, he will seek. The first person who gets caught seeks. Now it is Krishna's time to seek. And Krishna has a lot of tantrums. In Vrindavan, he has a lot of tantrums. Now it is his time to seek. The moment he goes to seek, Mother Yashoda calls him, Krishna. It's nearing evening time that Krishna come home for lunch, come home for dinner. And the moment Krishna hears his name, Krishna tells his friends, let's do one thing, let's continue the game tomorrow. The friends say, it doesn't work that way. All this while we were seeking and you were hiding. Now it's time for you to seek. Now you remember your mother? Krishna, your mother was calling from morning itself. But now you're remembering. Ye dikhawa hamare sath mat kijiye. Now it's time for you to seek. Krishna says, no, Mother Yashoda is calling me. Krishna is a typical mama's boy. Now he remembers his mother. The friends, they look at Krishna and say, Krishna, if you now leave the game and go to your mother, from tomorrow we will not take you in our game. They give an ultimatum to Krishna. He who is Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam, he who maintains everything, he is being challenged and blackmailed in Krishna by his friends. Tomorrow, if you don't seek now, if you don't complete the game, tomorrow we will not take you. And our poor Krishna, he sits under a tree and starts crying. Krishna thinks, I left Vaikunta for these friends. If these friends now reject me, where will I go? And Krishna starts crying. These friends, their hearts don't melt. They say, Krishna, crying you can do later, but now first seek. All this drama you do later, first you go and seek. And Mother Yashoda again calls, Krishna. And Krishna says, look, my mother is calling me. And Mother Yashoda is also very intelligent. She is the Lord's mother. She is the Lord's mother. She understands Krishna will not come home this way. I have to do something. So Mother Yashoda runs to Krishna. And in Vrindavan, Mother Yashoda has created two fictitious demons called as How and Bhilau. How, Bhilau. What are the fictitious demons? They are not demons. They are simply stones. But Mother Yashoda has transcendently brainwashed Krishna that these stones can manifest into demons if you don't come home on time. Krishna gets blackmailed, dhamki milta hai. He gets blackmailed by his own mother. Interesting. How devotees control Krishna. So now Krishna doesn't know what to do. On one side is the friends challenging him. Another side, Mother Yashoda is calling him. Krishna is having a tug of war of love with the strings of Sakhiras pulling him on one side, the strings of Vatsalyaras pulling him on other side. And he who can speak Bhagavad Gita so easily, now in Vrindavan is scratching his head. Jaun to jaun kaha? Where will I go? Why? Because love has conquered his heart now. Outside of Vrindavan, he can give reply like this. In Vrindavan, Krishna goes blank. And now Mother Yashoda comes and she looks at Krishna and says, Krishna, don't look behind. How Bhilau are chasing you? And mind you, Krishna is only 2.5, 3 years. So now Krishna takes the word of his mother reality and he starts running behind Mother Yashoda. Out of fear, he doesn't even look back. He starts running behind Mother Yashoda and Mother Yashoda swiftly takes him inside the house without Krishna realizing. Radheshyam Prabhu was saying, very funny, Radheshyam Prabhu was saying, all the devotees want to go back home, back to Godhead. Only Mother Yashoda can take Godhead back home. We all want to go back home, back to Godhead. Only Maya can take Godhead back home. Only she can do that. And finally, Krishna enters inside the home and Krishna realizes, wait a minute, my mother has tricked me. And lo and behold, our Krishna is so small, the next day Mother Yashoda again does the same thing and bichare lala bhul jate hain. He again falls for the trap. So Krishna has this sweet hide and seek, Sakhiras pastimes that he has with his friends. And we see that's the purpose. Just like Krishna enters his home, it's Godhead going back home. The purpose of the temple is to illuminate the heart as to how we can go back home, back to Godhead. The purpose of devotees, the purpose of a temple is how can I achieve Krishna in my life? Temples are meant to stimulate that thought. Srila Prabhupada was living in the Bowery. And as Srila Prabhupada was living in the Bowery, he was living on the loft. And it was not a very accessible place for the audience to come and hear Katha. So Prabhupada asked Mukunda Maharaj, Prabhupada disciple who is now based in Australia. Mukunda Maharaj is that personality who wrote the book Miracles in 26 Second Avenue. Very nice book. One of Prabhupada's very earliest disciples. So he says Prabhupada told him to find a place where it's ground floor and it's more accessible for people to come and hear Katha. So Mukunda Maharaj started going through the newspapers. And in one of those newspapers came an article, Storefront on Rent, 26 2nd Avenue. So Mukunda Maharaj said, okay, let's just go and check how the place is. And he called the agent. And they went for a tour and the place was perfect. Perfect for a preaching program. Now Mukund Maharaj did not tell the agent that it's for ISKCON. He said it's a yoga program. We will do yoga. So he thought Hatha Yoga. Our devotees know it is Bhakti Yoga. But he just kept it as a yoga program. The place was decided. It seemed like a perfect place. And interestingly, the place already had a name, Matchless Gifts. It was not a name that Prabhupada coined. The place was already called Matchless Gifts. And indeed, it was perfect for Prabhupada because what he was giving was a matchless gift. So it came as a perfect circle. So Mukunda Maharaj did the initial talking with the agent. And after that was done, he told Srila Prabhupada that, Srila Prabhupada, I have found this 26 2nd Avenue. I want you to come and finally check this place so that we can maybe take this on rent. Srila Prabhupada came. When Srila Prabhupada came, Srila Prabhupada saw the whole place. Prabhupada liked it. The rent per month, it's unimaginable. You can't imagine this right now in New York. The rent per month for the storefront back in 1966 was $100. You can't imagine that in New York right now. $100 per month rent. And that agent, as the discussion was going on, he said, across the street there's another apartment that also belongs to me, that is $80, 100 plus 80, $180. If you want, you can take both of them. Prabhupada said, good, very nice. We can do programs here, I can stay there, and that can be a good start, a good foundation for our programs. And as they were having a conversation, Srila Prabhupada had brought Srimad Bhagavatam with him. Prabhupada kept the Bhagavatam in his hand. Very easily, very swiftly, as they were talking, he smoothly kept the Bhagavatam in his hand. That person didn't even realize. By the time he looked down, he had a Bhagavatam in his hand. And he was about to give it back to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, no, keep it. And Prabhupada signed it. He said, no, Swamiji, you can keep. Prabhupada said, no, you keep it. It is a gift from our side. So, the person, he accepted the Bhagavatam. And now Prabhupada looks at him and says, we would like you to become a trustee of our movement. First meeting. First time he's meeting Prabhupada, Prabhupada says, I want you to become the trustee. Imagine someone walking to a Round Rock congregation and you say, Prabhuji, aap mandir ke president ban jaiye. Arre, you don't even know what the philosophy is. Prabhupada said, become trustee. Prabhupada said, become a trustee. And he said, no, Swamiji, it is okay. Prabhupada said, no, become trustee. And Prabhupada looked at Mukunda Maharaj and said, he is also our trustee. And Mukunda Maharaj thought to himself, when did I become trustee? Movement was not even incorporated. Mukunda Maharaj said, when did I become trustee? But he didn't say anything. And then Prabhupada puts the final sales pitch. Prabhupada was very good in sales because he had Prayag Pharmacy. He knew what sales is, negotiation. Prabhupada looks at him and says, now that you have become trustee, our trustees every month, they give a $20 subscription fee. We would like, you should also give $20 subscription fee. He hesitated a little, but Prabhupada convinced him. And then Prabhupada put the nail in the coffin, let's do one thing, let's deduct it from the rent only. Deduct the 20 from the rent. And he thought to himself, my goodness, I thought I came for negotiation. Prabhupada came, purchased the place, negotiated. And even before he could realize, he had a Bhagavatam signed copy of Srila Prabhupada in his hand. And that's how 26 2nd Avenue was purchased on rent and Srila Prabhupada started. So we see the purpose of a temple is to illuminate the heart as to how we can go back home, back to Godhead. Just like Mother Yashoda takes Godhead back home. In this land of Vrindavan, we see Krishna has different kinds of these friends. And one friend is Sridam Sakha. Who is Sridam Sakha? Yes, Radharani's brother. So Sridam, Radharani and Ananga Manjari. One brother, two sisters. Sridam Sakha is very close to Krishna. When Krishna left Vrindavan to go to Mathura to kill Kamsa, Krishna punched and dragged and killed Kamsa. And interestingly, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, Krishna dragged Kamsa by the hair and brought him down and then killed him. Why by the hair? Ye yathamam prapadyante. My dear Kamsa, you dragged my mother Devaki by the hair on the night of our marriage. Krishna didn't forget it. Ye yathamam prapadyante. He dragged him by the hair and punched him and butchered him and killed him. And as Kamsa lay down to the ground and Krishna killed Chandur and Mushtik and everyone, Sridam Sakha comes to Mathura. From Vrindavan, Sridam Sakha comes to Mathura, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says. And Sridam Sakha looks at the whole scene. And he looks at Krishna. And he looks at Krishna and says, you cannot be my Krishna. Krishna says, what do you mean? I am your same Krishna. Sridam says, my Krishna is not so strong. He doesn't have so much strength. I defeat him every day. He doesn't have so much strength to defeat Kamsa. Now Krishna has real identity crisis. He is trying to prove himself that he is the same Krishna, but the love of Sridam is so high. Sridam Sakha says, hum nahi mante. You are not that same Krishna. Krishna becomes humble and says, what can I do, dear Sridham, to convince you I am the same Krishna? Sridham says, let's wrestle. Krishna says, what? Sridham Sakha says, yes, let's wrestle. Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani ho jayega. Near the dead body of Kamsa, Krishna and Sridham start punching each other. And lo and behold, Sridham Sakha defeats Krishna and sits on his chest and says, confirmed, you are my Krishna. Krishna says, what is this love? I just killed Kamsa, but the love of Sridham Sakha is such, it just makes me lose and surrender in front of him. And Krishna is happy when he loses with his friends. Another time, Madhumangal, the big belly friend of Krishna, Madhumangal has a nickname called as Battu. In Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan song, you will see Battu is called as Battu Dvijaraj. Dvija means a Brahmana. Raja means king. He is called Battu Dvijaraj. He is the king of the Brahmanas. And Madhumangal is such, he has a big belly, like a soccer ball. And there is a nice Brahmin thread that goes around his belly button. Very descriptive, Shastra explains. And in his hand, he has Manohar Laddu. Mana means mind, Hara means to kidnap. It is those laddus that kidnap his mind. Manohar Laddu. And in both hands, he has Manohar Laddus. Madhumangal one time came to Krishna and said, Krishna, you are not powerful. Krishna said, really? You know that in front of you I kill Agasur, Bakasur, Shakatasur, Trinavarta and so many other demons. Madhumangal says, oh, that is not your power. That is because Mother Yashoda worships Vishnu. She worships Narayan. And Narayan has some soft corner on you. So when demons come, Narayan enters your body and he kills the demons. After that, he leaves. You are not strong. Narayan is strong. And your mother is doing tapasya, so you are reaping the benefit. Krishna is thinking, my goodness, what logic is this? In front of them, I am smashing demons and ye mitra hai ki mante hi nahi ki main Bhagwan hu. Krishna said, Acha, okay, let's do one thing. You are also Brahmana, you also do tapasya. The next time a demon comes, you kill the demon. Madhumangal said, very easy, I will do it. And then Madhumangal said, for that you should give me your attire also. Your attire also has some Shakti. The pitambar and the peacock feather and the flute that you have, you give me that and let's exchange our clothes. Krishna says, okay. Krishna gives his yellow cloth. He gives his flute. He gives his peacock feather. And our Brahmana, Madhumangal, he gives his kopin and gamcha. He gives it to Krishna. Both swap. Interestingly, that was the day Keshi entered Vrindavan. And Kamsa had told Keshi, those were the days there was no WhatsApp forward. You don't know how Krishna looks. Kamsa had told Keshi, Krishna means yellow garment. Krishna means peacock feather. Krishna means flute. Keshi entered Vrindavan. He looked at Madhumangal, but he thought it is Krishna. He charged towards Madhumangal, and with his hind legs like a horse, he kicked Madhumangal like a soccer ball. And poor Madhumangal, like a soccer ball, was spinning in the air, and he fell down to the ground. And he said, what wrong did I do? Why did you kick me? Keshi said, you are Krishna, that's why. He said, no, Baba, look at my belly. You'll think I am Krishna, I am a Brahmana. He said, no, the description matches. Yellow garment, tick. Peacock feather, tick. Flute, tick, you are Krishna. He said, Are Baba, I am not Krishna. Even before he could say, Keshi ran again and with his hind legs kicked Madhumangal, and our poor Brahmana again falls down to the ground. He runs to Krishna. Krishna, please take your garment. I don't want your cloth. Please take your garment. And now Krishna looked at him and said, now you understand what it means to become Krishna? It's not that easy. Madhumangal said, we will have the philosophy later. You first take the cloth. And he gave the cloth to Krishna, and poor Brahmana in Vrindavan, Madhumangal, was running around helplessly in Kopin. He gave it back to Krishna. And now Krishna charismatically wore his attire and then put his right arm straight inside the mouth of Keshi. And Srila Prabhupada explains in Krishna book, when Krishna put his hand inside the mouth of Keshi, it was like a hot iron rod that went down. All his teeth fell down. And Rupa Goswami, in a book called as Hamsa Duta, he says, when Krishna put his hand inside, the teeth of Keshi, they formed a ring-like impression on the right hand of Krishna, which Krishna even till this date has. So Krishna flaunts around in Vrindavan and shows his friend, look, you remember? I got this when I killed Keshi. But the friends are such, they still don't accept Krishna as God. Yeah, you killed Keshi that day, but still, Krishna, we are superior to you. Kaviraj Goswami in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he writes, Sakha Shuddha Sakhya Kare Skanda Arohan Tumi ko na bada lok Tumi ami sham. The friends of Krishna look at Krishna and they say, Krishna, Tumi kon bada lok, what kind of big man are you? Tumi ami sham, we are equals. Krishna, don't think you're someone big, we are very equal. You have strength, we also have strength. And Krishna tries his level best, but he is unable to transcendently inspire his friends that he is actually the Supreme Lord. And the love that the friends have for Krishna is unimaginable. When they all sit down to have their prasadam, it's very interesting. For them, for us, bhoga becomes prasadam when we offer it to the Supreme Lord, ring bells, ting, 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 and then come out and then we offer. For them, when they sit down with Krishna, they directly give. Krishna has it, it comes out, it is prasad. They don't have to ring bells, no Vaidhi Bhakti, nothing. Straight away, put it inside the mouth of Krishna, it becomes prasad. And one of these friends, they look at Krishna and say, Krishna, open your mouth, we want to give you a very nice sweet today. And Krishna opens his mouth. They say, no, open your mouth but close your eyes. So Krishna says, okay. And Krishna, poor guy, opens his mouth, closes his eyes, and these friends of Krishna were so mischievous. What to speak of a sweet? They stuff a flower inside his mouth. They put a flower inside his mouth. And Krishna tries to bite and swallow, and he says, it's not a sweet, it's not a gulab jamun, it's not ISKCON bullets, it's a flower. But Krishna still likes it because his friends do it with love. Krishna, when he was sitting with his friends and when they were honoring prasadam, everyone was sharing their lunchbox with each other. Why? Because sharing is caring. Everyone shares, but there is one person who was a little hesitant to share. Any guesses? Madhu Mangal. He doesn't believe in sharing is caring. He believes prasadam means hum khud khayenge. Now he understood to be in this assembly, sharing is caring, but he cannot share. He had brought buttermilk. For all the Telugus, majjiga. He had brought majjiga. And he didn't want to give buttermilk. So he put the whole buttermilk bottle inside his mouth. He drank the whole buttermilk. And Krishna saw that. And now Krishna wants sharing is caring. So Krishna goes to Madhu Mangal. Madhu Mangal's mouth is like a balloon. It's filled with buttermilk. Krishna goes next to him and Krishna smashes his cheeks and all the buttermilk, the jhuta, the remnants come out and our Krishna opens his mouth. He drinks the jhuta, the remnants of Madhu Mangal, and he's satisfied. We can't imagine doing that. Don't even try to do that. But Madhu Mangal, so much sakhiras, and Krishna is ready to accept. Why? Because their hearts are drowning with pure, adulterated love for Krishna. They don't care whether Krishna kills demons or not. They are not interested in whether Krishna is God. They are just happy Krishna is our friend. So we see this one very sweet rasa that Srila Prabhupada gives and Srila Rupa Goswami gives is Sakhya Ras, or the friendship that a living entity can cultivate with the Supreme Lord. There are many other sweet pastimes that Krishna has with his friends, but in the interest of time, we will very humbly want to stop here. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki
Thank you so much, His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu. His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu ki. Let's have another huge round of applause for Prabhu for such a wonderful class. Last Sunday, when I was announcing that you were going to speak this Sunday, I had said to everyone that you had to come to listen to Krishna's pastimes from Arjuna Sakha Prabhu. You and I had not spoken at that time, and still you enthralled everyone with such wonderful pastimes of Krishna. Thank you so much for sharing that, Prabhu. Arjuna Sakha Prabhu, from his childhood, has been practicing Krishna consciousness. Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Sri Radha Govinda Maharaj. Prabhu travels extensively around North America, giving classes like this. His particular group that he loves to work with are young Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, young devotees, mentoring them and cultivating them in Seattle, and also taking them on these wonderful yatras to India, where he shows by personal example, him and his wife, the personal example, how to practice bhakti from a young age and how to go deeper into Krishna Katha. Every time I have seen videos on Instagram of your trip to GV, I just wish I could rewind time and I could be young enough to join those yatras again, because they look so blissful. So thank you for doing that service, continuing to inspire future generations of bhakti. You were so fortunate to receive that, and you continue to share that with next generations. And we really like to thank you so much to Prabhu yourself and Sudevi Masaji for coming here, and we look forward to more and more of your association. If you all want Arjuna Sakha Prabhu to come back, let us loudly chant Hari Bol 3 times, so loudly that the reverberations of this Hari Bol will last until their next visit. Right? Okay. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! The next part of the program is Aarti. We will be starting with Damodar Aarti, as we announced last Sunday as well. So for Damodar Aarti, Prabhu will be leading us in Damodar Ashtakam prayers, which will be visible on the screens. You can offer Aarti on the right. I will need some volunteers, adult volunteers there, who can give the achaman and offer the lamp. We request you all to come together as a family as much as possible, and you can offer lamp to Shri Radha Damodar. This, for those of you who may not be familiar, we're celebrating the most auspicious month of Kartik, and it is said in the Shastra, in this month of Kartik, by offering one lamp to this beautiful picture of Yashoda Damodar, you are able to gain thousands and thousands of benefit. Hare Krishna.
Shri Shri Radha. Hare Krishna. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki. Everyone, much louder. Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki. Shri Shri Radha Kunj Bihari ki. Shri Gaura Nitaya ki. Shri Jagannath, Shri Baladev, Shri Subhadra ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Namam Ishwaram Shachit Anandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Namam नमाम ईश्वरं सचित् आनन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोधाबेयोलोकलाधवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृतगोप्या यशोधाबेयोलोकलाधवमानम् परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृतगोप्या रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रं युग्मं मृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सतङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकं पात्रेरेखककण्ठा स्थिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम् मुहुश्वासकं पात्रेरेकककण्ठा स्थिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपदम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषन्निमाजन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम् तदेशिताज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतावृत्ति वन्दे तदेशिताज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जितत्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतावृत्ति वन्दे तदेशिताज्ञे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं वा न चान्यामृणेऽहं वरे सदपिह देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं न चान्यां वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवदिं वा न चान्यामृणेऽहं वरे सदपिह तमस्यावधिं वा न चान्यम् इदं तेव पूर्णाथ गोपालपालम् सदा मे मनस्याविरास्तं किमन्ये वपूर्णाथ
सदा मे मनस्याविरासं किमन्ये
इदं तेव पूर्णाथ गोपालपालम् सदा मे मनस्याविरास्तं किमन्ये
इदं तेव पूर्णाथ गोपालबालं सदा मनस्याविरासम्
इदं ते मुखाम्बोजम् आत्यन्तनीलैः घृतं कुण्ठलैः स्निग्धरक्त्यैश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्बोजन्तनीले
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनस्याविरास्तम् अलं लक्षलाभे मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनस्याविरास्तम् अलं लक्षलाभे नमो देव दामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालब्धिमग्नम् नमो देव दामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजालब्धिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृष्याति दीनं वतानु गृहाणि क्षमामद्यं मेद्यक्षिदृश्य कुबेरात्मजौ बध मुदैव यात्वा त्वया मोचितौ भक्ति भजौ कृतौश्च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वखां मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वखां मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुदाने स्फुरादीप्तिदाने त्वदेयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने प्रादीप्तिदाम्ने नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरादीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदेयोदरायात विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्तलीलायै देवयतोभ्यम् नमो राधिकायै त्वदीयप्रियायै नमो नन्तलीलायै देवयतोभ्यम् Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Govinda Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Radha Govinda Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Madhava Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Kunj Bihare Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Radha Kunj Bihare Shri Radhe. Kunj Bihare Shri Radhe. Kunj Bihare Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Kunj Bihare Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Govinda Jaya, Radha Govinda Jaya, Radha Govinda Jaya, Radha Govinda. Jaya Radha Govinda Jaya, Radha Govinda Jaya, Radha Govinda Jaya, Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Shri Radhe. Jaya Radha Govinda, Radha Govinda Shri Radhe. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste Narasimhaya. शीलाटङ्कान कालाये इतो न शिङ्गा परतो न शिङ्गा इतो न शिङ्गा परतो न शिङ्गा येतो येतो यामि ततो न शिङ्गा वहे न शिङ्गारेण येन शिङ्गा नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंहमतिं शरणं प्रपदे तव करकमलवरेण काम् अद्भुतसिंहाम् दलितां हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम् केशवदेता नरहरि जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय जय नृसिंहदेव जय नृसिंहदेव 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 जय नृसिंहदेव जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव ओ निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत इस डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत इस डिवाइन ग्रेस श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की, श्री मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की, श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की, श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की, गंगा देवी यमुना देवी की, तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की, श्री युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, श्री बृहद मृदंग ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, पतित पावन श्रीला प्रभुपाद की, समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की, ताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, and all glories to you, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to ISKCON of Round Rock for our Sunday program today. A very special welcome again to His Grace Arjuna Sakha Prabhu and Her Grace Sakhi Mataji for joining us. Where is Mataji?